I work in the community in two capacities. I work for the Alaska Avalanche Information Center as the education coordinator. And within that capacity, my job is to help areas, communities, regions that don't otherwise have access to avalanche information. Can you guys hear me over there? Okay. And so that is one of our goals with education throughout Alaska, is that there are a lot of really high quality people who teach avalanche education, especially in the Anchorage area and in some of our metropolitan areas. But sometimes rural areas don't have the ability to access those instructors or those classes. And so that has been one of our focuses, is looking at different communities that haven't had a history of that access and saying, how can we best support you? Whether it's training instructors from your communities so that they can teach in their own community to the people that they know and can relate to getting instructors to go into those communities or those backcountry areas to raise the culture, whether it be motorized, human-powered, or other, so that we can have more access to what is out there as far as information, and then also where can we go with it. And so in the last year with the AIC education program, we have been able to reach communities, especially Fairbanks and Southeast, Haines, Cordova, some of these communities that don't get a lot of attention, and we were able to teach several awareness level classes, and then in the Alaska Range we were able to get some level 1 and 2 instruction up there. So that is what we were working on in the past year. Going forward into this next year, as far as education with the statewide, we're looking again to work with the Department of Public Safety. The Wilderness Safety Program has been an excellent way to give people that don't otherwise have the knowledge of avalanche tools. They don't know where to access an avalanche forecast, or they don't know what gear they need for traveling in avalanche training. So this wilderness program has actually been a really nice way to connect with folks that wouldn't otherwise come to just an avalanche program. And so that has been really effective, I think, across the communities that don't otherwise have that access. We'll hopefully keep going with that this year. We are working on building instructor pools in the communities, and especially looking at motorized populations, getting riders to teach riders. And so we have several individuals here that are going to take part in an instructor program that will give them the tools and start on curriculum so that they can help their communities. With that, the other component of AIC that has really brought us together with all the centers that we support and work with is a new website. And like you're talking, websites are hard, especially when you're representing lots of people and lots of information all on one central place, and we've realized that. It's coming together, and we hope that you'll be able to look at that and have suggestions for how it can move forward. We're kind of in the first phase of bringing all of the centers together for the first time under one web page, and that will be easier for people to access information. I'll talk about my other capacity, that's the Valdez Avalanche Center forecaster and educator there. And then I want to give each center an opportunity, just because it's not quite fair for me to talk for each center, because there's been many things going on all over the state last year and going forward. But as far as Valdez, last night was a crucial point in our planning for this year, because the city of Valdez just appropriated our proposed request for funding. This is the 4th year that they have extended funding, and that allows us to hire a forecaster. Kevin right here, Salas, is our paid forecaster, Up until we were able to pay him with those funds, it was all volunteer effort. And so we're building a sustainable effort through support on a local level there. We also in Valdez are moving toward different ideas of how people use our terrain. You've probably heard about the increased users in the winter at Thompson Pass. And it's interesting how different perspectives, but what we're happy to do